Hi everybody. Today we are going to do a Superfan interview where we have a stay and we are going to ask them why they got into and why they like Stray Kids. I'm also a stay as well, but I'm a very baby stay compared to all of you guys out there. So I thought it'd be better and more interesting if we're able to get someone who has more experience than I do, right? So this is one of our homies, fans who watch our stream, and they are also a very strong stay. So today we're going to have an interview with, could you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Hannah. I am 15 years old and I've been a stay for about 4 years now. Yeah.
Where are you from? Where are you originally from?
Bulgaria.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
Bulgaria, that's very, yeah, I rarely see anybody from Bulgaria, so.
Not too big of a country.
Nice. So, how long have you been a fan of Stray Kids for?
I've been a stay for about 4 years now, so
Four
for quite
years.
some time. Yeah.
Thing is, other people, they might be like, oh, only 4 years? I was there for 7 years. But
Uh,
they're literally 15. So, 4 years means since 11?
yeah, I'm sorry. When they debut, I was like a baby, so I
So,
couldn't be like listening to God's Menu like.
that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Let's start with the very, very basic questions. So,
Yeah.
how did you initially become a stay?
So it was at the time where I think BTS was super duper
Super.
big. Everyone was
Yes.
BTS, Blackpink, all those big groups.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just kind of, I think it was Butter because all my friends were like singing. And I was like, I watched the
Right.
music video. I finished watching the music video and then it went to Stray Kids' Backdoor music video.
Oh, that was also the first song I got into.
Yeah, and I remember I was like, is this because like I wasn't really I didn't know anything. I didn't know any of the members. So I was like, is it BTS? No, but then I saw, okay, I was not the brightest. But I was looking in the thing and I saw Stray Kids and I was like, okay, backdoor. And then I think the part where I was like, whoa, is like when Bangchan is going like, and then when they do the dance like that, I was like,
hmm The dance, yes,
yeah,
the
the
dance is very nice with the water splashing. Yeah.
And I just thought like the camera angle, how it goes from like tilted, and then I was
Uh
like, whoa. And
huh.
like it was different because like the only K-pop I knew was probably like Blackpink and then BTS, like those
hmm
like Dynamite,
hmm
those
hmm
songs, the ones that were always on the radio. And those songs were good. I
hmm
would jam, but then it was different. So it was kind of like, whoa,
I agree.
awesome. And
I
then
agree.
I really liked it.
I
So
see. I see.
it's
So,
my
when did you kind of realize that? Oh, I think I'm a stay. You know how there's a difference between discovering versus, oh, I think I'm actually a stay. Well, I mean, some people it's right away, but for some people it takes
yeah.
some time. So.
I feel like I kind of started getting into their music more. So like I was listening to more of the songs and all the
hmm
stuff. So the more popular songs that were out at the time. So like God's Menu or like
Yeah.
District 9, the debut songs and all that stuff.
hmm
And then I kind of realized when I started like looking at the members and I was like, oh, that's Sungmin or oh, that's Ian. Cause yeah. And then I
hmm
started recognizing and then I started like, if I would listen to a song, I'd be like with 2 seconds over like, backdoor or just like little things like that.
hmm
But that was kind of my realization point. And then also, my Instagram feed was all Stray Kids, and I was like, when did I start
Having
doing?
everyone here like all day.
Yeah, like it
Yeah.
was just Stray Kids, Stray Kids, Stray Kids, Stray Kids, and like I don't have an issue with that. I was enjoying it, but like I don't know.
I see, I see. Wait, so I mean, I guess you didn't know them beforehand, but have you heard of Stray Kids before actually started getting into them? Or no, not at
I
all?
mean, there was this one girl in my class, and she was very like not basic, but she liked K-pop. She knew like two songs, and she was like, "Oh,
hmm
Stray Kids," and she didn't really know anything. So I did like hear of it, but I kind of didn't know anything. So it was really like,
Just kind of straight into it. Like you saw
yeah,
it before you got to even know about it.
yeah,
I see,
exactly,
I see.
and
Makes sense,
yeah,
makes sense. Wait, then is there, you know how they have a lot of songs in the discography?
yes.
Well, technically, fans usually like everything, but was there a song that you initially didn't like? It's like, oh, I don't vibe with this one.
Not like didn't like, but I guess like I kind of overlooked it a lot was Youth by Lino. Like
Oh, a
I
solo.
really
Ah.
yeah, I really overlooked it and kind of didn't listen to it because I was like, oh, I'd rather the group music, blah blah blah. But
Mm-hmm,
then
mm-hmm.
like I listened to the whole song and I was like, why did I not click on that song? Like I just kind of like I guess listened to the intro and then I was like, nah, skip. But then like I saw the music video and I was like, whoa, Youth is like a really good song and
mm-hmm.
I don't know, very
Makes
upbeat, and
sense.
it was cool.
Makes sense. So, you know how when it comes to K-pop, well, it's
Mhm.
sort of like a religion in the sense where once you get in, you know how you try to also put your friends to it or put
Yeah,
your, sometimes people even try to put their dads to it and say, oh, my dad became stay as well. Have
yeah.
you tried to spread the fandom as well?
I have tried to like do it with my friends,
Mm-hmm.
but my friends they like very specific kinds of music. So like a lot of them like more of the slower like
Ah.
stuff. And I have one friend who she's like, why is Bang Chan's name Bang Chan when his real name is Christopher? And I'm like,
But that's also his name though, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
it is. And I try to explain it, but none of my friends are really into it. I have
I see,
one,
I
but
see.
she's more engine,
I see, I
so
see, I see.
I can't really be like, oh, did you see the Shinjin's new
Yeah,
post?
they
Like,
can't betray their home.
yeah, and
Makes sense, makes sense.
yeah, and my dad is very into Latin music, so I don't think he would ever listen to K-pop.
How about your mom?
My mom, she likes instrumental, like the piano so stuff. So if I show her like do 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 do, I can imagine how she would be like, yeah, but
Yeah.
she likes some
Do they
songs.
know that you like Stray Kids as well?
Kind of hard not to.
Actually, that's true. That's true. What do they say? They're like, go ahead, sure. Like they don't really care, or
My yeah, both of them they're really open to it. It's like it's your money, buy whatever you want. Like yeah,
I see, I
they're
see.
really open to it. They're pretty chill with it. They're not like, oh,
Mm,
yeah,
makes sense,
but
makes sense. But all right, so you know how there's a first impression that you get on these members. Then
mhm.
who's the person that kind of changed in the impression most since first and now?
Oh, definitely Felix
Oh
because I
wow. Okay.
Felix, like he was like kind of not easiest to recognize at first because of his blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
He was like kind of the one I noticed first, not noticed first,
He kind of
but like
stands out. Yeah, he
he
does.
stands
Yeah.
out with the blonde hair. And then at the beginning, like he like the deep voice and
Mm-hmm.
like the whole thing, he looks very like not scary, but like different, but kind of
Different.
like
Mm-hmm.
intense almost, like kind of like I
Oh,
don't
like
know.
in the music video and in the
Mhm.
songs. No, there
Yeah,
is like a huge gap. I know what you're talking. I know what
like
you mean.
in Megaverse, like he looks almost a little intimidating, like with the really yeah,
And the voice too.
and the voice too. But then like when you watch SKZ codes and like the talkers, it's like he is he's so sweet and he's
Mm,
so funny, and he's really funny, and he
I
makes
see the
funny
idea.
jokes, and he's just pretty cool.
Actually, no, that makes total sense. Actually, now that I
Yeah.
think about it, I probably had the same thing. You don't expect sort of the voice and the personality next to side by side. So, but all right, then let's get into sort of the main question.
Okay. Yeah.
Who's
Okay.
your bias in Stray Kids?
My bias is Ian or Jungjin. Yeah.
Why?
Um, one sec. I was like writing things down because
You
I
wanted to
was
make
scared
sure
I
you
was
say
gonna
all
like,
things. Yeah.
yeah. I really like Ian because like I feel like throughout the videos you kind of see how he like developed and growed and how
Mm-hmm.
his talent has like shown. And then he's also like sweet and
Mm-hmm.
cute and just gives like those cute kind of not bubbly but like sweet vibes.
I think
And
it has a puppy
I
vibe. Yeah.
and yeah, exactly. And he's just super sweet and just the really good vibes. And I always liked him because he was the magnet. And
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
mm-hmm. Yeah, usually because they're the youngest member, I think with the youngest member, you could see the most change over the years. Not just in terms of.
Hmm.
Also, you know how I personally think the person who changed in face the most is actually IN since the debut.
Yeah.
Not even like changing, just going from basically teenage
Yeah.
to.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Like you can look at pictures with him with braces and like his face is so different. And then now if you look at some of
Mm-hmm.
his like brand deals, like his
Yeah.
jawline is so like, and I'm like, what? Yeah,
Makes sense.
but
So
he's
has it always been Ian, or did you kind of change over the years?
it was at one point oh my gosh, it was Han for a while because
Mm.
like the whole Quokka and he's just sweet and
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
chill vibes, but yeah,
And then it
that's
slowly transitioned to
yeah,
Ian. That makes sense.
yeah.
That makes sense. Then is there anyone that you would say not like a second bias that like catches your
Mhm.
attention nowadays? Yeah, kind of
Um,
second bias, I would say.
second bias, I really like Lino because
Mm-hmm.
like there's something special about him, like really special because like in a way he's kind of crazy, but he's really cool,
Oh,
like
like the
in a good
personality.
way.
In the
Like his
personality.
personality, he's crazy. Like you see some of the faces with his wide eyes
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and I don't know.
I think in
Yeah.
Korea we call it fourth dimensional when someone has that kind of
Yeah,
personality. Yeah.
that vibes.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Then okay, this one might be a little bit hard.
Okay.
If you were to describe each member with one or two words, then how would you describe individual members?
Oh gosh. Let me think. For Bangchan, I would do
Mhm.
probably leader,
That's
like
true.
very
Very
strong leader.
straightforward, yes.
For Lino, like crazy, like but in a good way. In a good way, not
Uh-huh,
like
uh-huh.
crazy, but in a good way. Changbin, like it's hard to do it with one word because like I can say
You could
so
do like one
much.
or two. You could do like one or two.
Changbin, like strong but sweet and like
Mm-hmm. Strong. I
yeah,
agree with the strong. That he's definitely.
yeah.
Is he actually the strongest? I don't
I
know.
I feel like he probably is, but I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder if they. I don't know if there was a content where they measured their bench press or something. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they do that. So yes.
Yeah, I don't know. He just gives strong vibes. Shinjin, like artsy, like
Oh,
artistic,
sir.
like
He draws
very
well.
because
Yeah.
he draws well, and then his personality is just
Mm-hmm.
like artsy. Maybe Han like chaotic, like
Really chaotic.
just like kind of chaotic because he's always screaming or being silly, just or making
Ah.
jokes,
Oh, in the witty
like
members,
in
and I see. I
in
see.
the yeah, but or like Han could also be like I feel like he gives caring vibes, like you can
Mm-hmm.
tell he cares. Felix Sunshine, just because,
True.
he's like,
True.
so
True. I was
his whole
tdon't sweet.
personality.
I think sweet sunshine
Mm-hmm.
is like all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seungmin, to me, Seungmin, I love Seungmin, but he kind of gives like, I don't know, steady
Mm.
kind of holding the thing together, like kind of being like when the members are being crazy, kind of like being a little bit like parental in a way,
Actually,
but
I know what you
that's
mean.
how,
For
yeah,
me, I would have chose the word adult. Like, he kind of has like an adult.
yeah,
They're all
adult.
adults too,
Like,
but yeah.
he gives the most like adult vibes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And then for Ian, since he's maknae, I feel like cute, like kind of
mm-hmm,
bubbly,
mm-hmm. Makes
that
sense.
vibes.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Makes sense. That makes sense. Then, who do you think is the funniest member?
Like funniest in like the
It's
way they act or like always making jokes or what either or.
like you find funniest. Who do you think is funniest?
I find Lino really funny because he
Really?
always does jokes and just his whole personality, even though he's so
Ah.
serious, I just find him really funny because he's always like kind of making jokes that like I feel like
I think for
yeah.
me it would be Changbin. I think I like
Or
Changbin's joke
or
personally. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I just think he's like crazy and that kind of adds humor. And then sometimes he says really random things and it's like, but that's well my opinion.
That
But
matches your
all of them
code.
are
That
funny.
matches your
Yeah.
makes sense, makes sense. Then who do you think is like in your opinion, like obviously there's no answer for this. Who do you think is the
Hmm.
strongest performer on stage?
Oh gosh, they all have really good stage presences, so I
Mhm.
don't think there's one that like outshines another.
So it's more of a favorite, I was.
Favorite, I like Hyunjin's kind of stage
Ah,
presence because he's kind of like crazy,
mm, mm,
and
mm.
I'm using crazy a lot. I need to stop.
But I know
But
what you mean by crazy. I
yeah,
know what
like
crazy you're saying.
yeah, it's like he's kind of like very energetic and like he's hyping the crowd up. But
Hmm.
honestly, all of them kind of give like a really good like
Performer
stage
vibe,
presence
yes,
and
yes.
performer vibes. And I mean, that's what they do. So I feel like not
Mm-hmm.
one of them is gonna be bad at it. So
Then,
yeah.
okay, now this is kind of a delusional thinking.
Okay.
I know this is a little bit delusional question, but imagine like you knew them in real life. Who do you think you would get
Mm-hmm.
along well in terms of friends or?
That's hard because like I immediately was like, I know some of them wouldn't like me. Like not wouldn't like me, but our personalities are like polar opposite.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I think me and Han would get along really well
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like we both talk and are loving and
Like
kind and
yapping,
caring.
yes.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That makes
that's
sense.
what I think. Or I think me and him would get along good because he's relatively young. Well, not young now, but he
Like
is,
in the relative,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Then okay, now among the members, who do you think is sort of the underrated one that deserves more recognition? Would you say?
For me, Sungmin or Changbin. Either
Mm.
because Sungmin, I feel like he's very overlooked, but he has beautiful vocals and he's really sweet and caring. And Changbin, he's obviously the same thing, but
Mm.
I just feel like they get overlooked often, and it kind of makes me sad because, like,
I
I
agree.
don't
I
know.
agree. I actually saw some videos. I think I talked about on stream before. I don't know why in Korea there's some people who doesn't like Changbin. They diss him
Yeah.
for the looks. They diss him for other things. And I think it's because they don't know him well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I
in first place, they're just mean, but yes.
Yeah. And I feel like Changbin, his look is like different in a good way. Like
Hmm.
he's strong and like more muscular and like they're all super strong obviously.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I can see like a lot of the groups have like one particular look that like looks
Hmm.
right and then
Hmm.
Changbin's not like following the rules
Hmm. Hmm.
identically. So it's different, but I love Changbin.
Because
He's
K-pop male idol standard is a little more on the skinnier side, so
Yeah, and
slender.
I feel
Yeah.
like Changbin is really muscular and strong and
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah,
That's also true. That's also true. Now let's go to the songs. You know, they have a lot
the
of songs. They
songs.
have they have so many songs.
They have a
But
lot of songs.
what would you say? Okay, tell me your. It's gonna be hard to pick one. But top three. Top three.
Top three. Okay. Superboard, DLC, and
Wait,
I
what is
think I
DLC? I don't know what DLC is.
Dance Like Crazy. It's from the Five Star album. It's like
Ah, I see. I
oh
see.
my god, dance like crazy. I would love that song. And then I also really like NS.
Mm,
Like that's from one of their older ones, but it's hard. Those are just the ones that I listen to the most. But I also really like some of the solo songs, like
I see. I
Youthful.
see.
That's not a solo song, but
I see. I see. By
yeah.
the way, here, look, a little bit of a self-defense. I actually don't know their full discography yet. I've listened to the
No,
title,
you're
but I
good.
haven't fully listened to all the B-side. I know some
Yeah.
B-side, but not all. So
Hmm.
I was just kind of like, yeah, I haven't listened to that one yet. I'll take a listen. I'll take a listen.
No, yeah, don't
Nice.
don't worry about it.
I see. I see. Then, if you were to, recommend one song to someone who doesn't know Stray Kids yet, then which one would you sort of?
I recommended the song to some of my friends, and a lot of them have liked it. I think Mountains or like Chick Chick Boom, because those ones are very well known.
Yeah,
But
they
like,
probably heard on TikTok. Yeah.
yeah. Or also, for an older song, District 9. I've got a
Oh,
lot of people like District 9, which
really?
surprised me because it's different.
Mm-hmm.
But also Case 143, I feel like it's kind of a little bit more to the
Yes.
pop vibes. But
K-pop vibe. Yeah.
yeah,
I see. I see. Me personally, let me think. If I were to recommend one song, I would recommend Backdoor because that's how I got into them. So
yeah,
I kind of think, or maybe Divine because I think it shows, or
yeah.
Thunderous because it shows the Stray Kids-ness the best.
Yeah, I tried and showed one of my friends who really likes Conan Gray Define because they don't give the same vibes, but just more of a vocal song, less
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
rappy, I guess, but it's still rap. And then she told me that it sounds like something that her dog would listen to when she's alone. And I was like, why?
Whoa!
I know. It was like, and then I said, I guess your dog has better music taste than you do. And
That's crazy.
no. And she didn't care because we're like friends like that. But I
Uh-huh.
was like, you didn't have to attack me by saying your dog has better. And
No, that's
then,
real friends. That's real friends.
yeah,
If you're not friends, you wouldn't even say that. Yeah.
yeah. And then another friend, I tried to show taste, like
Taste.
fake eyes open. And she's like, I don't understand what any of this says. And I was like, but that's not the point. The song is good.
You have to
But
feel it. You have to feel it.
you gotta feel the vibes. And I don't know.
Makes sense.
But
I see, I see. Then which song do you think is sort of a underrated song? Like, oh, I don't know why people don't like this song.
underrated. Let me think. I don't like a lot of people don't like Ceremony, but it's not really
Really?
underrated.
I
Yeah,
love
a lot of
Ceremony.
people, a lot of stays don't like Ceremony because it's kind of, I don't know, a lot of them don't. And I really liked Ceremony. For the
Mm,
title track, I thought it was a really good choice.
mm-hmm.
But yeah. Or like a more underrated song. I wrote this down. Let me just find it. I feel so bad.
No, it's
I
fine,
was
it's
like,
fine.
an underrated song. I feel like.
Also for me
mm,
personally, Ceremony, I don't know why you wouldn't like it because I liked almost every single part. I like the rap so much, especially
Yeah.
the Racha rap, and then I love the Felix outro, or I don't know if
Mhm.
that's bridge or outro necessarily, but
Yeah, I really like Ceremony, but I also feel like Twilight is kind of underrated.
oh, from which album?
It's from the 8 album.
I
I
see, I
don't
see.
hear a lot of people talking about it, but I feel like since the 8 album has like Mountains, Chick Chick Boom, Jam, I
There's already
like
so many
it.
other that,
There's
yeah.
already so many other popular ones, and Twilight's a bit more of like a slower song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That
Or
makes sense.
yeah.
Then, which song do you think? You know how when they have a song, they usually have performance video or they perform at
Hmm.
Mama or something. Which
Yeah.
performance you most impressed by? Like, wow, this one is crazy.
Impressed. Um, I was really shocked. It was for the Maniac tour when they
Mm.
did OTA Red Lights. I
Uh,
was like
I didn't
shocked.
know they did that. I thought it was a
No, they
duo
did.
song. No,
Huh?
isn't it originally a duet?
Yeah, it's Hyunjin and
Yeah.
Bangchan but I was shocked when they did I was surprised when they did OT8 Red Lights, and then they were like the performance was really really nice too.
Wait, did you
But
go to that concert?
no,
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't old.
I see. I see. I see.
No.
That's fine. That's fine. Then how would you kind of describe Stray Kids music to someone who might not know, or in your opinion, how would you kind of describe it?
I feel like they write like a lot of anthem songs, like really listening, but it also like not loud in a bad way, like loud like in a good
They
way.
always go for that
And
noise.
the noise, and they call it noisy music, but I personally really like it, but not in a bad way. But then also the lyrics sometimes have like a deep meaning, so I feel like it also can be emotional and deep, like yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
we literally
I
looked at it,
feel.
I think, yesterday. I think they have a lot of lyrics where on the
Mm-hmm.
surface, it kind of gives what is this lyrics, but
Yeah.
if you kind of look into it, then there's a meaning. So I think that double layer is kind of interesting.
Yeah. And like for Lonely Street, which is from the No Easy album,
Mm-hmm.
um, I feel like a lot of people like kind of overlooked it, but the lyrics are actually really deep, and you just gotta look a little more in them.
Mm-hmm,
Like,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, I don't think I should ask this question. I had a question prepared, but I don't know if it's good to ask. Is there
That's,
a sort of a album or song or era that you didn't like as much? That it's like, I don't know about this one.
I didn't like when they did. I love the member version of this song,
Uh-huh.
but when they did "Lose My Breath" with Charlie Puth, I didn't like it too
Ah,
much,
I see, I
just
see.
because there was all the allegations with him,
I see, I
and
see. That makes sense. I think I heard that once in
but
a while. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, but I like the member version.
Mm-hmm,
I but I don't know. I just don't really like Charlie Puth in
mm-hmm.
general.
That makes
But
sense. That makes sense.
yeah,
Then then just straight up, which one is your favorite album then? Not as a song,
my
but as an album.
my favorite album was is probably Maxident.
Hmm. Do
Yeah,
you have the album with you?
I don't have that one, which but I do have my second favorite. I'll go grab it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'll be so fast.
Korean people do like Charlie Puth. He's really popular. I mean, he's popular in America too. It's because a lot of the songs were very big hits in Korea.
Wait.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry, I had to go to my shelf. But my second favorite album is S Class. I really love
Ah.
S
Oh,
Class.
I think I have the same.
Oh yeah, mine's a little damaged, but that's okay. Yeah. Oh
I have the
yeah, we're
I have the exact
twins.
same one. Oh,
Yeah.
is it different versions?
It's just different version.
I see, I see.
Yeah, but it's the same one. Well, not
Oh,
really.
didn't you say there was a fun story with the album buying?
Yes.
Tell us,
So,
tell us.
in August when Karma came out, I was going to Target to
Hmm.
go buy an album because I
That's where they
wanted
sell.
to, and that's where they have them. And basically, I go in and then I check where they have the new release section, and it's all like decked out with like new release Stray Kids because yeah. And then I go in and they have nothing, like nothing. And I went like in the afternoon, and I feel like they if they were sold out, I was not gonna be not surprised, but I would be a little surprised because they
Hmm.
probably get a lot. And basically, I go, I see there's nothing. I check to see if anyone hides stuff because people
I
do
sometimes
that.
do that. Yeah, workers. Yeah.
Yeah. And basically I look and I'm like, okay, give up. I gotta order them online or wait.
Hmm.
And basically I look to my left, or I don't remember. I just looked to somewhere, and then I see a lady with a cart full of albums, and then a dog, like this dog sitting by like all the like sitting by Bangchan's version, and then just surrounded. And then I'm like, and it wasn't a normal looking dog. Like as I said, it was like weird, kind of scary looking. And then she had two daughters. So I don't know, maybe they're younger than me,
Hmm.
but they were just looking for the albums, looking for the vinyl version. I was like, okay, so you don't already have enough. Your cart's already full. Like,
They took
uh,
everything in the shelf and they put it all in their cart with the dog.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll go home. I'll be fine. I'll listen to it on Apple Music. And yeah, I was sad. And then I'm walking on my way out, and then I hear like boom. And then I see there was like two teenagers, probably older.
Hmm.
They tipped the cart over, and all the albums are spilled out. And then they grabbed some and then ran to check it out. And like I was like, I mean, if they had that many, I mean, you could have asked, but I wasn't gonna ask because
Uh-huh.
I'm just not that. That's
Type of person
I'm
to
not the
ask. Yeah.
yeah. So I see, and then like I'll grab it in a second, but the box versions, like the 3D box version, Stays will know what it is of
Uh-huh.
Karma. They were like crushed, like
By the cart
crushed
and the
by the
dog and
car and
the
everything. And then I was like, I felt bad for the dog because like it fell, but it's probably fine. But all the albums were spilled out.
Mhm.
And I wasn't gonna be the one who like run and grab it. But
I guess my chance.
I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, and then the lady's like, hey, and I'm like,
I didn't do anything. I
I
didn't
didn't do
touch it.
anything.
Yeah.
And it was like crazy because I love Stray Kids, but like not that like to do
To
that.
the point where you knock over someone's car at Target and
Yeah, yeah, not
that's not
like
even
I was
liking or not liking issue. That's just yeah.
it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But it was insane because they took the cart over and then they took their stuff and ran. And they didn't take it all. There was still stuff left. But it was just really crazy because
Hmm.
the cart and the dog and yeah. But
Did you ever end up getting the album?
I did because then I don't remember what I was buying, probably something stupid, but I was buying something and then the lady is like, "Oh, were you looking for the Karma album?" Because she saw me looking for it,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Yeah, I was." She's like, "Yeah, I really love the concept, the whole sports
Hmm.
concept." And I was like, "Yeah, are you staying?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "I actually put some aside for me. Like, do you want one?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was really nice and
Hmm.
I got it, but it was like an
Nice.
experience that I will remember for a while.
Nice, nice, nice.
And I wish I would have recorded it, but like if I recorded it, I would have been like Instagram, TikTok,
Yeah.
crazy
One
girls
of those,
pushover
yeah.
car. Yeah, but
Yeah. At least
it
the
was
fellow stay
crazy.
helped out at the work
Yeah,
there.
but
Yeah.
it was really nice and I was
Hmm.
grateful.
Nice, nice.
Mm.
Now, going into the like more specific to rather than staircase into stay.
Mhm.
What do you think is sort of stay's vibe, sort of fandom vibe?
Most of the stays I've met have been really nice and respectful, and
Mm-hmm.
they're really open. And like when you tell them about you like Stray Kids, they're like, "Oh my gosh, who's your bias?" And they'll talk and just ask questions. And I guess you kind of bond with them. But
Mm-hmm.
then there's the other half who are kind of like not so nice. And I don't want to get canceled. I don't want like first K-pop interview get
Yeah,
girl get
guys,
canceled.
don't say any mean things. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I've had run into some who weren't the nicest, and
Mm-hmm.
I honestly
Yeah,
couldn't care like too much if they weren't nice to me because there's so many people in the world
yeah.
and stuff. But there's the ones who are like, if you say, "Oh, my bias is Felix," Felix is mine. You can't have him. And I'm like,
Like they claim the ownership.
no, they claimed, or I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I really like this song." Well, I bet I listened to that song more than you, and I'm like, what does that matter? But
I see, I see. It's like I
yeah.
see what you mean. I see what you mean.
But the
Ah.
overall vibe is friendly, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I've seen that before. I have seen that sometimes happen. You know, I even get comments. Actually, no, I'm not trying to stay here and this stays. That's not. But I sometimes get comments saying, "Oh, he hates Hyunjin," and I'm like, "Did you not see the video I was just saying about how handsome he is?" And yeah,
Yeah.
so.
Or
But
yeah.
is there like a inside joke within the stay that you like?
Oi Felix, come here, brah. Or like, Lino and like the air fryer, how like it
Oh, I don't
20
know the.
minutes. So there's a joke where I think it was in a talker, an SKZ talker, and Lino is like, it takes 20 minutes at 120 Fahrenheit, or I don't remember the Celsius,
Mhm.
to cook Hyunjin. And then it's a joke, like if Lino doesn't like you, he's gonna put you in the air
And the
fryer
air
and
fryer.
yeah,
I see,
that's
I
a
see.
joke that I feel like people would look at you weirdly if you weren't stay.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like, huh?
Well, like what air fryer?
Yeah.
What other one is your favorite Stray Kids meme? There's probably too many. There's too many, but
Oh, the like where Felix's jawline and like his eyes are like wide and it's like fake eyes open. I might have it on my phone, but
wait, I think I've seen. I might have seen. I think I
no.
might have seen. Some people will recognize.
Yeah. If you know what I'm talking about, it's like fake eyes open and then it's like Felix with his jawline. It looks really scary, but it's that one's funny. Or like Bang Chen. This one's overused a lot, but like when there's a picture of Bang Chen and he's like, "I'm five, bruh," and that's funny. Or
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not giving better reaction because some of them
Oh
I haven't seen
no,
yet.
Don't
Yeah.
apologize. Okay, but those are the more popular ones that I feel like are
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
more known. Or
I
yeah.
see. I see. Oh, so I know you have some merches, right? You have some
Yes.
merches. What
Mm-hmm.
merches do you have, or albums, or?
I have okay. I have Karma Back to no, that's not an album, Hannah. Um, I have Karma album, I have S Class, I have Go Live. I have a lot.
Could you show us some of them?
Yeah, let me just flip the camera. Okay, can you see? Oh, relatively
Mm-hmm.
okay. Okay.
I see the posters.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow! Look at the room, guys.
And again,
Wow, the room is.
and then here's my shelf. I have all my Pepero and then my Skizoo, and then this is my album, my Stray Kids shelf. That's just all Stray Kids. So I have I Am Who, Karma, It's Not an Album, Do It, I Am Not, just all of those. Then I
Mhm.
have all the stuffed animals, and then this is kind of my light stick, more Skizoos, and my record player, and then that's my basic like other K-pop stuff. There's not much
Mhm.
there, but and then that's everything. And then
Wow! Look at the
yeah.
room's dedication. Wow! Wow! I see some other groups too. I
Oh yeah, I have my One Twice poster, and then I
see
kind of
that
put the
knife in.
Enhypen. I put the Enhypen behind my door. Like I love Enhypen, but I just wanted to fill the wall because I felt like it was empty behind my
Uh-huh.
door. But
Then
I
there's
like
Karma.
Enhypen too. But my ult is Stray Kids, so
I see. I see. Nice. 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 All right. All right.
yeah.
Moving on. Oh. Then if you bought those albums, then you probably have some photo cards too.
I do. I have my binder right here.
Oh, you have binder? Wait,
I
wait, show us, show us.
it's not too full. It's not completely full, but it's I decked it out with
Wow,
stickers.
look at the. You're actually very well organized. Show us, show us.
Okay, like open and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
everything. Okay, so my first page is all group photo. Oh gosh, I forgot to take the protection.
No,
So
no, no,
this is
that's
all
fine.
groups. So this is all group pictures. So
Oh,
like the groups, and then I kind of made this page just for like duos. So we have like who do we have there? We have
you
like Felix
organized
and
so
Jinjin's.
well. You organized so well.
And then I didn't organize this part too well, but I started with my bias. We have Jungjin here.
Oh,
Here's
yeah. Wow. Wow.
here's the second page of Jungjin.
Wow. That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
And then Felix is
Dedicated fan. Do you guys agree? Real stay, real stay.
and then more Felix. And then we have Sungmin. This is my Sungmin page.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have more Sungmin, but this one's not full yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have another binder
I know
over
some
there.
people either like well, I mean, I don't know, maybe this is a fake state, but some people only want to keep their biases photo card. I know some people do that. And they want to like
Oh,
trade or sell for the bias, you know how. Yeah.
yeah. A lot of people do like to do that. Like, or I know some people they have their member group and then they have a binder just for their bias.
Oh, you would have to have a lot.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot. And I do have a lot, but I don't like, to me, like just collecting one member is kind of boring
You're
because
more
like,
wanna love the whole
yeah.
group. Yes.
I had quite a bit of Changbin and stuff.
I see, I see.
Then Han. I have like a really expensive one somewhere. Let me find it.
Expensive one.
Yeah, it's really rare. I didn't buy it. I pulled
Oh.
it from an album, and the resale I've only seen resale for like 225.
What? Wait, which one
I
is
I
this?
but I'll show it to you when I get there. But then I got my Ginjin stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think we're almost there. And then here it is. This one right here in the middle. Oh,
Uh-huh.
then I'll pull it out. I'll pull it out. I'll pull it out.
Be careful.
Oh, they're sleeved, double sleeve, don't worry. So here is this one. I've
Oh.
seen resale for 225 and
Why is this one so particularly expensive?
it's from the IMU album and that's an
Mm,
older one.
they don't really have any
Um
more stocks. Yeah.
it's hard to find the album and I don't even know if Fans Shop stocks it anymore. But
Ah.
it's a harder one to find and I was looking for it for quite some time and I finally found it. I didn't pay. Oh, I
You
finally
pulled
found
it.
the album and I
Mm.
pulled it and I was in the car and then I was in the back and I opened it and then I pull it and then literally I freaked out like screaming like oh my gosh and
I see, I see.
then I have my Lino and then that's it.
Nice, nice,
But
nice.
I like to
Nice.
keep it somewhat organized.
Wow, I don't know if we could find more people who have as organized and as decorated room because I know there's a lot of stays and I know there's a lot of K-pop fans and Hyomis and people who watch our stream and videos, but at the same time, well, this is very I would say you're like top percent. Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes,
Yeah,
nice.
I enjoy collecting stuff, so
Oh, right. So not only the merches, but have you went to their concert? Any?
I went to the one in the SoFi Stadium.
Ah,
Yeah.
when?
My gosh. I have it on my calendar. Sorry. I was not prepared for this.
No, don't worry. Take your time. I actually haven't went so far.
I'm looking because I made like a bunch of notes with each thing, like with that big thing of
Yeah,
questions you
yeah,
sent me. I
yeah.
made so many notes. So it was May 31st in 2025, and then June 1st. But I went on in
Oh,
May.
literally last year.
Mm-hmm.
I see, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when you got to see it in the concert, who were you impressed by the most?
Again, like
It's hard to pick. Yeah.
yeah, Hyunjin's stage presence seeing it live was pretty cool, and also Felix, like I feel like he like I don't know, he like goes full blast, and it's like he's and like
I see, I see. Oh,
yeah,
in the concert, was there a song that you were like, oh, I'm so happy they did this one?
cinema.
Oh, I like that song too.
I
Was
cried.
that sort of the ending song, the last song? What they do?
No, it wasn't the ending song. I think it was the last song of the dual member part, like where
Mm.
because I think I don't remember what song they started with, but the duo member part, and I think that was the last one, and it was really cool because at the end it's like find your name on the back, and I didn't find mine obviously,
Oh,
but it
did
was
they
like
put the
oh,
stage name? Oh,
I'm pretty
wow.
sure, yeah, but yeah, I'm not good at reading,
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
but it was really cool.
Mm. Have you then rather than concert, have you ever done like fan calls or fan meetings?
I have applied for them so many times. And as I say, I don't win anything. I am so unlucky with things. I
No,
haven't
it's
won
okay.
any. No, but I've applied for them. Like I've paid for them on fan shop. Like I bought two of the same album or three or even like five one time. I spent a lot of money. But
Yeah, I mean, no,
yeah,
Stray Kids is so popular that I think you could literally buy like hundreds and still not
and
get.
still
So
not
yeah,
win. And the
so
thing is, like, if I was like rich, then maybe I would buy the 500, 200, but
yeah, winning Stray
I'm
Kids
not.
fan call I think is sort of Charlie's Chocolate Factory, and then,
Yeah,
you know how they
it's
have
like
a
that.
golden ticket inside the chocolate. It's
Hmm.
about that possibility, I think. So
Yeah,
it's pretty hard.
it's like one in like
Like
two
thousand,
million.
yeah, 2,000,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
a
Makes
lot.
sense.
And then also I feel like the fan calls, it's like so short too.
Yeah,
Like I
it's
feel like
like one
you
or 2 minutes. 1 minute, I
1 or 2
forgot. Yeah.
minutes, and then by the time you see and it's like, oh my gosh, you get over the I
Yeah.
just don't know what I would say. I feel like I would be too awkward. I feel like I would be like,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh,
hi.
now that I think about it, someone said in the comment section, same 5 people wins every time. That's true. It's like, you know what's crazy is some people go there every
Yeah.
time. And I'm like,
You know,
oh,
like how much money do you spend? Like I wish I could, but like I'm
yeah.
just like, how did they get so lucky? Like the same
Mm-hmm,
five people.
mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah,
I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong. I actually think I don't think it's
that's
rigged. I just
great.
think they just buy a lot of albums. Yeah,
Yeah.
they probably just buy more than we could imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine just like a big box from like fan shop with like 200 albums and like,
They just buy it in box.
yeah.
So, all right, now
Yeah.
to the final parts. Now we go to our deeper questions. And
Hmm.
so, how has becoming a stay changed your life?
I thought about this question a lot and then I finally got a good answer, but
Hmm.
in times where I felt like I didn't fit in because I wasn't like, completely like 100% from here or anything, Stray Kids, they kind of like made me feel like I had a place,
Mm.
and they kind of completed me in hard times, and their music like it's so upbeat, so like if I was sad or struggling I could just listen to their music, and
Hmm. Hmm.
it just yeah, it's changed my life quite a bit, and
I
I'm
can
really
relate to that
grateful.
because I'm
Yeah.
also immigrant, and when you move to, you said U.S. as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, and it was hard because like when I was little, people would tell me like was it hard to like I guess people think I do have Hispanic in me, but people are like, oh, was it hard to cross the border? And I'm like,
Are you serious? People say
yeah,
that? Oh, that's crazy.
yeah. Or like they would tell me like go back to Russia and stuff. So it was like,
Ah.
okay. But it was just some people, but I don't get that anymore.
I see, I see. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
states are very welcome. It's international fandom, so
Yeah.
there's no issue with any of that. I mean, it's not there should be any in first place. I think I kind of worded that
Yeah.
weirdly, but yeah. Then, is there a song that you felt most comforted by?
Cover Me, from Maxnet? Yeah, no, yes, yes.
Cover Me? Is that one of the solo songs or is it?
No, it's a group song. It's like
Oh,
so Kalina. I think it's from Accident. Let me check. It is from Accident, I'm pretty sure, but
mm,
I'm really bad at remembering things. Oh my
Mm-hmm,
God.
mm-hmm.
But I think it's from accident. But Cover Me was I don't know, just the whole chorus, and it's a more of a slow song, so it was always like just the comforting vibes. And
Oh, is it this Rockstar
yeah.
album? I see, I see.
Oh yeah, no, no, no. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
No, no worries.
Whoever
This
said
not
that,
even
you're
it's
yeah.
not a no, it's not
People
an
are gonna be
issue.
like, she's fake,
No,
stay.
no,
Like,
no.
kick
If
her
they say that
out.
after they
Get
saw
this
the
girl
whole
out.
room, no, no, no. Don't worry, don't worry. No one's
No,
gonna say
yeah, it
that.
is Rockstar. They have so many albums, and I have so many of them that I'm just like, tick tick boom, 5 star. Just
Yeah.
kidding. But sorry, thank you whoever said that. W.
And oh, okay. Beside, obviously, they're handsome, and beside being
Yeah,
handsome, what do you think makes you like particularly charmed to Stray Kids? Because
like
there's so
I
many
guess
K-pop groups up there.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I feel like just what's charming about them is like they've shown so many times that they care, and they shows that they're human, and not and they've just shown that they really care, and they love stays. And like you can say that with anyone, like, oh, they love their fans, and but I just feel like Stray Kids have gone on like beyond to show their love for stay, and
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
that's my vibe. And I just feel like they're welcoming, and they always take their time to, like, if they do something wrong, apologize. They care,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
they're
think you
just
could easily tell who cares and who doesn't. It usually shows.
hmm
Its thing is, it doesn't always show from the outside. Meaning, people who lightly consume them or just know their name, it's hard to tell. But if you like certain group, not even just Stray Kids, but any, and you take a time with them, then you could tell. Oh, these people, they care about the music. They care about the fans. I think you
yeah.
could tell. Yeah. So nice, nice, nice. What is there a moment that you were sort of proud that I'm proud I'm a stay?
I like when they like this was super recent, but when they won the album of the year at the Mama Awards,
Ah,
that was like a big
ah,
one, because I feel like they've been in so many awards, and they've been in the
true,
running,
true.
and then either they won something or they didn't. But this kind of felt like they're
Mama
the
is
one
like
that
I
they've
would say the
been.
biggest. It's the billboard
Yeah.
of the Asia.
Uh-huh.
So
So when they won something as big as album of the year, it was like, whoa, like
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
awesome. And it was just really a good moment.
Makes sense, makes sense. Then all right, going to the actually one more question before the last question. Is
Okay.
there a misunderstanding about Stray Kids that you think you would want people to know, like, oh, this is not true, or
A misunderstanding is a lot of people think that their music is like any other group, and they do have some similarities, but I've told my friends, they'll be like, oh, it's just like BTS. I'll be like, no, it's different. They produce their own music, and I love BTS, so it's like I'm not against anything, but they'll be like, oh, isn't it like any other
oh no, I
group?
actually agree with
But
this 100% because in my opinion, if someone says, "Oh, isn't Stray Kids music same as other K-pop?" that just kind of
yeah,
means they probably haven't listened yet. Because if you
yeah,
listen, then you'll be like, "Oh, they make very Stray Kids music." So I think it's
yeah.
easy to tell.
And like Three Racha and everything, their whole production thing, I feel like, yeah,
Mm-hmm,
they're
mm-hmm.
different, and you should listen before you say anything.
Makes sense, makes sense. All right, last question. Where do you see or where do you hope to see Stray Kids in 5 years? So I guess 5 years would be 2031, and
30, yeah.
you'll be in your 20s. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Do you think
Um,
you'll still be a fan or?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people are like, oh, it's just a phase, oh, it's just that. But with the connection, I feel like with the music and just how in I'm with it, I feel like I would probably still be into it. Like, they're gonna be in their, oh, let me think, 30? I don't know.
They
Yeah.
might have
No,
been
no, more than
back from
that.
military, right? Yeah.
Back from military. Yeah, 100%.
Actually, it's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
I think they'll still
I'm
be
trying.
making a lot of music. Yeah.
I think they'll be making music. I hope that this is just my hope in general. I hope that Three Racha goes down in like forever, like history for being like the
Mm.
producers, like for being producers.
Yes.
And obviously they're not gonna be like as young and stuff, but I hope they're still touring. I hope they make albums. I hope they do some solo albums. I think
Mm-hmm,
solo
mm-hmm.
albums would be nice. But I hope they're still eight, and I hope they're all
Ah.
still together. I hope they're all
Yes. Yes. I
straight. They're
think
still Stray Kids.
that's the biggest that we could wish for at this time. Yes.
Yeah,
And
and
no one
no
gets
one
hurt.
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Nice.
yeah.
This was actually such a good interview. You actually answered so well, I think.
Okay, yeah.
We didn't have to worry
So
about real estate or not. I don't think anyone is gonna question
yeah.
you about that.
Yeah, I'm so embarrassed now that I was just saying Maxon is my favorite and that I have a bunch of albums and then I say Cover Me is in
No,
Maxon
no,
and
no, no, no,
it's in
no.
Rockstar,
Don't worry,
Hannah.
don't worry. That's not an issue.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna be getting DMs like you're not real still.
No, no, no,
Obviously,
no.
Cover Me is in
Don't worry, don't worry.
Rockstar.
I'll make sure I report and delete everything that's said mean to you. They could say
Thank
mean
you.
things to me. They could, but not to you.
Oh
So
no, no.
yeah,
I know how it feels. Mean things are like
yeah.
not nice.
Anything else you want to say to Hyomis before you leave,
Um,
or as well as Stace? Yes.
okay. I honestly thank you for watching if you've been here the whole time, and thank you for listening to me yap about my obsession, my super fan, and yeah, thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys welcoming me, and I feel so welcome in the Xiaomi's fandom, and just yeah,
All right.
so
Thank you so
thank you.
much. Thank
Yeah, and I want to
you.
say thank
Oh,
you to you
oh,
too
me.
for choosing me, and
Oh,
thank
no,
you
no,
for
no,
being
no,
so
no,
respectful,
no,
and
no, no.
honestly, yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
Your streams keep me going, so
Thank you,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
All right, have a
So
good
everyone
one.
have a good evening. Bye.
Bye bye. All right. So, for anyone who is watching on live or on video, if you guys have a confidence, if you guys also want to participate in the Superfan interview and you feel like you have a lot of the interesting stories that you could share with the fandom, then please let me know. Give me. Actually, just come to live and I think you could sign up. It doesn't have to be Stray Kids, by the way. I actually want to do diverse groups, so I want to also do one for NIFN, for BTS. Yes, we'll go through many groups. Thank you so much for watching again. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Nice, nice, nice.